From tractors to trucks, ATVs to wagons, forklifts to carts, vehicles are integral to every farm. But did you know that they can also be a source of food safety hazards? Vehicles can move human pathogens from one area of the farm to another, a term we call cross-contamination. Activities like hauling manure from the animal pen to the compost pile, driving through manure-applied fields, towing manure-spreading equipment, or even hauling products grown without consideration to food safety can provide an opportunity for human pathogens to contaminate vehicle tires and beds. Driving to the apple orchard to harvest or to the pack house to load product without cleaning and sanitizing first can expose your produce and food contact surfaces to pathogens from your vehicle. This type of cross-contamination from animal areas into the pack house was identified as a contributing factor in the Jensen Farm cantaloupe outbreak in 2011. Constructing safe vehicle operating policies like designating vehicles for specific activities, creating no-go zones, and cleaning and sanitizing tires and beds, along with regular maintenance, can reduce your food safety risk and help you align with the Produce Safety Rule. Are there vehicles or equipment you can designate for produce use only, for manure use only, or for use only inside the pack house? Separating vehicles by use is another way to minimize food safety hazards. Train workers on vehicle designations and on cleaning and sanitizing procedures if there is a breach in this policy. If multi-use vehicle beds are made from hard-to-clean surfaces, use a clean and sanitizable liner as a food contact surface to minimize risk when harvesting. Store manure handling or animal-dedicated equipment away from equipment used for fresh produce. Mark where vehicles should and should not drive to reduce opportunity for cross-contamination. In general, field vehicles should not go inside the pack house or cold room areas. In the field, keep tires away from the compost pile. Train your workers to drive multi-purpose vehicles around the perimeter of fields where manure has been applied, and never inside livestock areas. Use spray paint or other visual cues to reinforce your farm policy. When vehicles cross a no-go zone, clean and sanitize the bed and tires, and assess if the area needs to be cleaned before resuming normal operation. For multi-use vehicles, especially if you were hauling animals, animal bedding, manure, trash, or driving through fields that have manure applied, it is important to clean and sanitize the tires and bed before working with fresh produce. When washing tires and truck beds, follow the 4-step process for cleaning and sanitizing. Use abrasive measures aided by soap to remove material from the tires. Make sure you get the fenders and anywhere else you see visible debris from the previous activity. If you are using a power washer, be wary of splash and aerosolized dirt, and always clean your vehicles away from produce packing areas or produce handling equipment. After rinsing with water, apply your sanitizer. If the truck bed is a food contact surface, check the sanitizer label or reference the Produce Safety Alliance's downloadable sanitizer selection tool to make sure it's approved for that application. Lastly, allow time for the equipment to dry before use. Remember to record any time you are cleaning and sanitizing, including the method you use to do so. This record needs to be reviewed and signed by a supervisor before being filed. It is always a good idea to start the season off on the right tire, so use the winter for regular maintenance and for deep cleaning equipment. Throughout the season, make time to check for cracking, chipping, or caked dirt on or in vehicles so they do not become a source of contamination. Do not let workers walk around in truck beds that will be used for harvesting fresh produce. Before hauling harvested product or after returning from a customer, visually check that the truck bed is adequately clean, making sure there's no gross debris, dirt, or signs of pests. Sweep out or clean and sanitize if needed. No matter ATV or truck, cart or tractor, constructing policies like dedicating vehicle activities, creating no-go zones, and training workers to spot when equipment needs to be washed and sanitized before use with fresh produce helps protect your crop from cross-contamination during production, as well as throughout harvest, packing, and transportation to your customer. All links provided throughout the video will be included in the description. If you have any questions about this video, the Produce Safety Rule, or how to implement food safety practices on your farm, please contact your local extension agents or produce safety experts at the University of Maryland.